walking around through the rest of the museum, looking at the birth of modernism, all the boring portraits of rich people and their servants and their dogs, and it's really dry. And you make your way through, time, and just as you get closer and closer to, abstract expressionism, you start to see, artists starting to play with their medium. Brushstrokes become broader and more gestural, and colors that you may not pick out of a scene or out of someone's skin tone, get emphasized, and it starts to get really exciting, really interesting. And then you come to abstract expressionism, and there's like no people, there's no dogs, there's nothing, you're just right here with the color and with the space. And I work very spontaneously. I usually have a rough idea of what I want to do or how I want to do an action, or draw attention to a certain performative aspect. And I could see this piece starting out very much the same. I want to work with these colors. I want to work with this size. But I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, so you start out with maybe some broad brush strokes, and like some washes and some glazes. I mean, this is raw canvas right here. And then, you're in the studio drinking wine, and you get a little rambunctious, and you just start, throwing paint up on here and like stabbing over here, and, look at that mark. That's an intense mark. I do a lot of performative work, a lot of performance-based work. It usually involves, the tension between play and violence. And I think this has a lot in common with that. The artist is very much playing with the material, but there's some violent gestures, and I see everything that went into it at once. The process, the final result, it has an impact to it, just immediately. It grabs your attention, and, forces you to question what you're looking at and why you're looking at it. Why was it made for you to look at? A lot of people tell me my work is scary, dealing with nightmares and fears and violence and play, and forcing people to recognize those things within themselves. And I think this piece does that a lot as well. And its abstract qualities, give everyone their own interpretation. So, the bruise, the aspect of healing, the aspect of feeling, the range of emotions that we can. I love this piece. I wish I could look at it every day.